here at the Bugeye Guys factory. This is, oh, everybody loves this color. Everybody loves this color. Everybody better love this color. This is a new black Bugeye that we're building. And this is 501, the very first production Bugeye. Number one on the production line. And today I have a short video for you about something very fussy and detail-like. So first of all, you'll notice there are just some tiny wrinkles right here in this covering. We're getting this car ready for the Lime Rock concours right now, which is this September, but it might as well be any concours. And in general, we just want to make this car as wonderful as it can be in any small or large way possible. If you're unfamiliar with our work, this is the very first Bugeye that we purchased in Australia, restored it to gold concours spec, had it judged and awarded gold concours back in 2022, and it's now pretty much a perfect recreation of the very first production Sprite, and except for these wrinkles, which I really want to get rid of. And we will do that tomorrow before this next event. Now, what's interesting at the same time is this little bezel. So if you've not played with one of these, this screws into a cup. The cup holds a little bulb. The bulb flashes when the turn signal's on, like so. So right and left turn signal make that flash. But the question that comes to mind in this minutia of car restoration is, what's the proper orientation of these little bars? And I will bet you that we had reference when we built this, although I don't remember, it was a few years ago, and we decided on 45 degrees, but it's kind of jarring to one's eyes. Horizontal makes logical sense. So we'll do some digging tomorrow and see if we can find any information that verifies where this would have been at the factory. And don't get too concerned, because wherever it ended up is a viable answer. In other words, they may not have worried a whole lot. We modern future beings, 1958 beings, may not have cared, and they may have just tightened it wherever it ended up. And because of the thickness, they may have just ended up about in this location, and that's a perfectly fine answer. And if that's the case, that's how it will stay on 501. But we'll be back to you shortly with more. And here's part two on our Bugeye Sprite turn signal indicator video, but I just wanted to show you this. We'll approach number one from this side. This is the electric Froggy. This is a super special Tesla-powered car, next to a very special 44 or 46 horsepower Bugeye number one. In case anybody wasn't sure about it, here's our new show sign, getting this ready for the Lime Rock concours. But let's jump in and talk about the turn signal. So here, Ken has fixed the dash and stretched this out, eliminated the wrinkle, and we have chosen to make these two slots horizontal. I've put a bunch of pictures on our website, if you're interested, that show a number of reference articles that we've looked at to try to find a resource. And I think what we're gonna see is that they did it however they did it. It's almost like saying, where did the side curtain screws end up? They ended up where they were when they were tight. So keep in mind again that at the factory, when they were building these things, and they built a lot every day for the 2.5 or 3 years they made these cars, they were not necessarily obsessing over these details the way we are. We put them straight the same way we put these screws straight. That's kind of, you know, if you're a fine carpenter or a boat builder, you think about those things. On a concours car, you think about those things. Many people don't. But now on 501, these are straight. One last piece of information. A lot of people will leave these at a 45 because you have a lot of leeway. It can be at 40, it can be at 60, and it's still roughly in this place. And there's no such thing as kind of obsessing about where's horizontal. So there is an advantage to 45, but for me, aesthetically, I find that horizontal with this horizontal plane with the horizon makes the most sense. And so that is how 501 will do it. And we'll leave it that way. That's our update from 501 here at Bugeye Guys.